Every bit of track he can get his tyres on, puts them up on the ripple strips, but Johnson equal to the task. So 8 seconds now, the gap Seaton over this battle for second and third. Romano now in 4th position in the second pack leader Falcon. That's a great run from the youngster. Perkins climbing back into 5th position. And Peter Brock from the back of this pack now, he's pushed his way up to 6th position. So Brocky well into the points as well. Half distance.
Half distance, and a good drive, as you said, by Paul Romano, considering he got a buffeting in the first heat, and you can easily be intimidated by that kind of stuff, but he's come back good and strong.
Look at Jones. Just ticks the nose of the Falcon out to no Johnson. He's right up behind it trying to get past. Glenn Seaton well in control here. 9 seconds the gap over Dick Johnson. Alan Jones fighting over second. Paul Romano in 4th. And Larry Perkins rounds out the fight. They go away.
Boy, the action here, first between Wayne Gardner, Larry Perkins, now between Alan Jones and Dick Johnson, is providing a thrill a minute.
Look at Dick Johnson. He's not giving up at all. This Paul Romano, young Queenslander, drafted into the pack leader racing team this year. Struggled to get the car competitive in the opening rounds, but boy, the package looks like it's working here at Phillip Island. Back through the field.
Russell Ingall.
Russell.
That's actually Larry.
Larry Perkins.
Brock. Larry, sorry, and Peter Brock.
And so Brock is picking his way through the field. He's in 6th, Perkins is in 5th. So Brock is really on the charge.
And he really needs to pass a few more of these cars to get points without Bow and Lowndes in this particular race. Look, there was a bit of a dice there. Without without Lowndes and Bow in this race, the championship at the top's really tightening up. And if Brock can get a good result here in this race, he can certainly threaten for the championship lead.
Come past the camera down toward Honda once again. And Peter Brock climbing all over the back of car 11 as they come down towards Siberia once again, keeping the pressure on.
Wayne Gardner parked right in behind them too, so a foot wrong on the part of either of these guys will bring Wayne right back into it, because he and Larry had their little coming together a couple of laps ago, which cost them both dearly.
We must point out here, Wilco, a bit of confusion under the transponder in Russell Ingall's car is shut down for a couple of laps, but Ingall is actually running, there he is there, car 8, the Castrol Commodore. He's running in 4th position, but it's not showing on the official lap scoring system, so we apologise to Russell for that. A great drive. He's up to 4th position. Seaton, Jones, Johnson, Ingall, Romano, Perkins, Brock, Gardner, Richards, Ellery and Faulkner. The privateers making a big charge now into the top 10. 8, 9 and 10.
Well, Russell Ingall paying the penalty there for keeping it clean and keeping his nose out of trouble while all the action was going on around him, and he's just kept on keeping on there in 4th position. A good effort.
So Ingall now coming under fire. Paul Romano giving it everything in the pack leader Falcon. Very competitive run last year in a privateer Commodore. Larry Perkins, Peter Brock. 2 great sparring partners, teammates of course, back in the early 80s, in the era when they absolutely dominated Bathurst like no one has ever done before.
3-time winners together.
Now well and truly rivals, and give no quarter rivals of that. There's Stephen Richards in the Valvoline Cummins Commodore in 9th position, just hanging in the top 10. Stephen Ellery behind. So John Faulkner's vanishing up unless he's ahead of these two. But a big pack of cars. Tremendous racing from the 5-litre V8s in round 3 of round 5, halfway point of the Shell Championship for 1996. Stephen Ellery doing a great job in the Chell Grey Falcon, and not only leading the Auto Action Privateers Cup coming into this Phillip Island round, but doing a great job here at the back of the level 1 teams.
A little bit of damage on the front of that car, but he's not the only one.
I think he's lucky to be running out there. We take race cam, Castrol race cam with Perkins, as you can feel the heat down the back of your collar of Peter Brock trying to get past, and he's got Wayne Gardner, who recovered from that little tangle with Perkins out of turn 10 a few laps ago. 3 laps remaining as our race leader crosses the line.
There's a little bit of smoke coming out of the back of Brock's car there on the left-hand side. It looked like maybe he's got a tyre rubbing there or something.
Well, Seaton's opened up now, 10.7. The gap over Alan Jones, 2nd position. Johnson in 3rd. Romano close to the back of the Shell Falcon. Perkins in 5th. I guess, Bradley, a lot of people at home will be wondering, with John Bow's accident, why they didn't draft John into the Dick Johnson car regarding the championship situation.
Well, Brock's car smoking badly, that's true, and it's the same with Brock and Lowndes, but I'd say maybe he's done an engine.
Oh, look at the smoke belching from the back of that car.
Bye-bye, Brocky.
A bit hard to tell.
Whatever it is, it's put paid to his chances of finishing in the points here in this race.
The front left, looks like, under the bonnet maybe, so maybe an oil line or something was damaged in the accident. It's very hard to tell. I mean, they've done a fantastic job to get the car back to where it is, but it's tearing up a bit of Mobil 1 there, isn't it?
Certainly is.
But the reason that John Bowe, he actually could have jumped into Dick's car, but unfortunately they don't get any points if they change cars, and that's the same reason why Craig wouldn't have been in Brock's car. So,
waste of effort.
As unfortunate as it is, that's exactly right. The driver may as well be out there trying to gain the points.
Race leader Glenn Seaton, the man who has dominated touring car racing here at Phillip Island the last several seasons, with 2 laps to go, is looking good. A lead of 10+ seconds, and this will really boost his points total and put him in a threatening position as far as the championship is concerned, with the front runners Craig Lowndes and John Bowe, both of whom, of course, were taken out of action in the second heat here today.
Now, this isn't the inflatable Glen Seaton. This is actually a drink straw. As he munches on during the race. The smoke now starting to come from one of the Castrol cars as well.
I'm pretty sure it's Larry Fergus.
It's getting much, much worse. Belching from the near the front left wheel.
The front left wheel.
Oh, but Larry's not backing off a bit. Gardner, you can smell he's got some injured prey in front of him. He's trying to pounce. You just can't see him on race cam.
I know what he can smell.
We try and go down the inside here. It's hard to tell what that is.
So Gardner comes back on the inside. Gardner's trying to take advantage. Perkins not backing off, but he has to give way this time. A lot of smoke belching from the Castrol Commodore. He'll be lucky to bring it home.
Well, 2 laps from the end, Larry will be aware of where he is on the points, and he has to finish 9th or better to win overall on the day. So he'll be doing his best to stay out there, get to the finish, and get the points he needs to win overall.
Larry nurses at home. Wayne Gardner now all over the...
Paul Romano car.
All over the back of the pack leader Paul Romano car.
Well, this is a great run for Paul Romano, 21-year-old Queenslander, son of Bab Romano, the former sports car. Oh, look at Gardner getting really untidy as he gets right up behind the wing of 201. He knows there's points on over here. He ducks down the inside. Very aggressive run from Gardner. He goes very deep under brakes into turn 10. They'll go in side by side. Perkins wants a little slice of this too. But Gardner not able to do anything about that. Romano, good, strong defensive driving. Let's see if he can maintain the pressure for the final 4.4 Ks as they swing on to pit straight for the final time.
Well, the smoke has disappeared and Larry's really smoking again now.
Well, the smoke stopped for some reason. It was belching from that front left wheel as he came down. Oh, look at Romano.
And look at Larry also getting a little bit untidy there. These 3 going at it for all they're worth with a lap to go.
For the order, Seaton, Jones, Johnson, Ingle. And here's the battle. Romano, Gardner, Perkins, 5th, 6th and 7th locked together as we take race cam from the front spoiler of the Castrol Commodore. And look at Romano get all sideways as he sets it up for Southern Loop. On, off the power. Perkins tries to take advantage, sticks a wheel up on the curb. Right up behind the back of the Coca-Cola Commodore the final time around. Desperate stuff from these 3. Romano doing a great job under pressure. Not a huge amount of experience of racing level 1 drivers, but he's certainly proving them mentally here side by side. Try and look at Perkins. And
late braking.
He couldn't do it.
Romano's fun as well.
He gave it everything he had.
Stephen Richards had to go off to avoid head-on with Romano. Larry way out of the outfield there. Just left the braking too late. It was a daring manoeuvre.
Showing plenty of bullish enthusiasm. Then he stood the Castrol Commodore on its nose, but there was no way it was going to stop at the time.
Glenn Seaton is the race leader. He's on the last lap, and this has been a great performance by him. He got shuffled out of it in the first heat today. Came back through the field, had a good position and a good finish in the second heat, and now, having started off the front row of the grid in the third and final heat today, has taken every advantage of it and is going to take the checkered flag and boost his points total here at the halfway mark in the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship. In fact, he'll close the gap. The checkered flag is out. He'll close the gap on Craig Lowndes and John Bowe, still holding down 3rd place in the championship. Glenn Seaton, great effort to take the 3rd heat here at Phillip Island. Alan Jones crossing the line in 2nd place with Dick Johnson in 3rd. What an action-packed round of the championship this has been.